the Lightning Kid comes to the company at this time and would soon come to be known by fans as the 1-2-3 Kid. Man, Sean Waltman was anything but the prototypical wrestler, really kind of thin, kind of shorter, but he could go in the ring. What did you think when you saw a guy the size of Waltman coming to the biggest stage in wrestling, the WWF?
Yeah, I wasn't surprised. Plus, he was in with the group, I think, right off the bat. Him
I
and
think he
Sean
became
and
buddies. He became buddies with them behind the scenes, but him by himself as a performer,
he
he's just
carried
like,
his own. Yeah, I'm not putting the guy. Yeah, no, I get along with Sean. I see him every once in a while. He doesn't do the cons like he used to, but yeah, I get along with Sean, and yeah, he wrestled really well. We only worked a few times, but again, like we talk about different groups, he was with. If you're going to be, that's a joke. To get a group to get along with, that was the group to get along with. The guys didn't get along with Sean, Triple H, and Stone Cold.
all top of the company.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I get Doc, Gordy, and Piper. I'm like, well, that's okay though.
Well, you had some fun.
Because now
Well,
nobody wants to be my friend.
I'll be your friend, Jim. I'm here for you, bud. Uh, the other one I wanted to ask you about is a guy that you knew well from your Mid-South days. Jim Ross is going to make the jump from WCW to the WWF, and he debuts at WrestleMania 9 wearing a toga. Jim is considered by most people to be the greatest announcer of all time. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, he's really good on the mic. Yeah, he really is. He did not a bang up job. Excuse me, head of talent relations or whatever they call it. But on the mic, he was down there in Mid South with us. He was always really really good on the mic, and he
And
loved the business. I mean, he's one of those guys that love it, eat, drink, and sleep wrestling. It's every waking moment. It's about wrestling.
would you say you had a good relationship with Jim, like a friend
Yeah, I get
outside
along
of the
with
ring?
him. Yeah, yeah. We had a little trouble there towards the end, because when he was we were in Mid South, he was doing the ring announcing, bringing the robes back to the dressing room. I was living with Doc. He'd sleep on the couch every once in a while. And
Oh, okay.
then yeah, and when I got canned by WCW, I think it was. No, I was there at the end. But anyway, at one point during an indie spurt, when Ross was head of talent relations, I called up and I said, Jim Duggan for Jim Ross. And the secretary's like, oh, I'm sorry, not busy. And I said, well, they'll leave a message. I waited, 4 or 5 days, didn't hear. I called back up. I said, Jim Duggan for Jim Ross. And she goes, Mr. Ross is aware of your call and we'll get back to you when he gets a chance.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you ever
But
talk to Jim
you
about it?
never know, but just miscommunication. I've seen Ross, a million times since then. You
Mhm.
can't hold a grudge in this business. I mean, I'm sure there's some people going, that Duggan, that dirty son of a.
Who could dislike you, Jim? Oh.
Well,
You got your list.